Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to take a deep dive into codependency. And today I want to do my deep dive is on the concept of denial. Denial is one of the 5 patterns of codependency. And denial might look like, how do you identify denial? What are we talking about here? So, denial is basically not acknowledging reality. So, it might show up like magical thinking, feeling like a victim of circumstance, I'm the last one to know, or oh, not my child, as you're on the way to jail. This kind of like out of sync with reality existence. The way it showed up for me, even well into my sobriety, I was, working on myself. So this always confused me, but I would be angry at somebody 2 weeks later, like never in real time. My emotions had this huge delay on them, and it confused me. It was so confusing. I remember being at a meeting one time and somebody said some things that were very hurtful to me, and it just triggered me all over the place. And I remember like it didn't hit me at the time. And about 2 weeks later, I'm driving past the church where this happened, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this person said this to me. Blah, 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 blah. And it just hit me about how delayed my response was emotionally. I thought, how can this be? This is so weird. So when I started doing this work, I started understanding why. I was just absolutely unaware of my emotions. I was so other focused that I was really disconnected from how I feel. And if you can relate to that, that is denial. Another way that might show up, that denial might show up, is when when what happens is you're like, you somehow magically think it's going to work out. It's just all going to work out. No concrete plan, just somehow magically it's going to work out. Well, it's not if you don't do something about it. So it's this ignoring of big consequential problems, things that are right in your face. And maybe even other people are telling you, hey, what's going on? Yeah, that's denial. So, how does denial affect us in our self esteem and our relationships? Well, it's one of these big patterns that can really undermine your entire life. So, the problem with denial is that we're not seeing the whole picture. And because we're not seeing the whole picture, we're not getting our emotional needs met and we're not taking care of ourselves. And that leads to life problems. And that's where you end up feeling like a victim of circumstance. So the what happens is when we ignore our own needs and our own emotions, what happens is nobody else is really going to take care of those either, right? We're responsible for taking care of our own needs and our own emotions. So what happens is we end up with it often will lead to other addictions or other like major problems and avoidance and letting other people control us, and we turn our power over to other people. So these patterns can really interact with each other. And that's how the whole pattern of codependency it's like a recipe for madness, basically. And if you want to be unempowered, disempowered, practice these patterns, it'll disempower you. If you want to be empowered and you want to take your life back, learn what these patterns are about and how you specifically do them. Start observing what you do and what's coming back. What's the feedback mechanism? I have a saying that says, I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know how to know it. So here's what I suggest about denial. First of all, journaling is super powerful. If you get in touch with what you think, what you feel, and what you need, and this is not easy when you're in heavy duty codependency. Codependency is a state. It's a state of patterns that puts you in a place that's very disempowered. It's not easy to break out of it. You might need help with it. I did. And there's no shame in my game about it either. It's not an easy thing. You don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know how to know it, find people who do. Find people who do know how to help you with this. There's all kinds of resources on my website. I hope you'll go check that out. If you like what I'm talking about here, please share this, subscribe it. That's how I'm growing my channel so that I can reach more people. I hate to see people be in pain, especially when there is amazing solutions out there for you. You can take back your power. It starts with awareness. Awareness is the opposite of denial. When we have awareness, we have choice. And when we have choice, we have freedom. I hope you'll come back for the next video. If you didn't see the other videos, there's 5 of these. There's 5 patterns of codependency, and there's 5 videos. I'm doing a deep dive. I hope you'll pass it on. I hope you'll subscribe. Thank you.
I'm no angel, I'm no saint, but I'm willing to go to any lengths. I'm living out these promises I so clearly see. When I change, my world will change with me.